What on earth do you think you're doing? So I'm about to take this server, well, this gaming machine apart. Look, it's bust, isn't it? Oi! Out! Benton, it's not a box. So they've all got one of these boxes they seem to like, but what are you thinking you were doing? Anyway, so the idea is, if we don't get interrupted by dopey madam, no, mister here, I'm going to take these fans off, and the heatsink, and the water cooler. Heatsink here, and then it's got some nice lights in it. I'll have a look, see how it's wired, and see if I can keep them. So we're going to start stripping this dead gaming machine, take the board out, and I'll bring you along. First thing, I'm going to take under the screws here, and then take these fans off. Pop out the 4 memory sticks. There we go. Oh, that was the one in the box. They like to fight. There we go. DDR4. I don't know if they're any good. I have no idea. What is it? What size is it? If you can see that. Got my glasses on. What are they? Kingston. Is that 8 gig? Can't see. I'll look in a minute. Right, so we've got them out. I have to get this board out first, I think, otherwise we can't get to the screws properly. Right. Heatsink. So this is for people who want to see what's underneath the heatsink. This is for beginners. And it's the processor. And the paste is called, I'll tell you what it is, thermo paste. And that what that does, that helps very sticky stuff. And what that does, that helps transfer the heat from the processor. Oops, oh, look at that. I'll show you in a minute. Here's your water cooled. And that transfers the heat into the, usually use copper because it's a very good conductor. So yeah, the thermo paste helps transfer the heat from the processor into this copper. But I don't want to get that on the board, but it doesn't matter, it's not good. So unplug that. There we go. Unplug the other bit. Where's that going through? I can't get to that at the moment. Okay. So I'll put that to one side for a minute. To remove the processor, you push that down, the lever, it tucks underneath that hook, push that down, lift it up, the whole cradle comes up, and you just grab hold of it. And look at that, looks like there's a couple of pins bent there. They're so tiny. I mean, if you want to look how one of these are made, you want to go on YouTube or something, find a video, it's phenomenal. Okay, but if you just look, I don't know if they're bent. Anyway, back to zoom in. See those two little top left hand corner? Anyway, if you're inserting a processor, so it's a reverse, so that goes down like so, and then if you push it right back, once your processor's in, slide it forward, you'll see it hooks underneath there, and then replace. There we go. It's always best to use an anti-static wrist strap, so it goes around your wrist and connects to the metal. That helps any. And this is an SSD drive, a hard drive, in theory. Get him out. There we go. That's 500 gig, so half a terabyte. Okay, next, right, let's start stripping some more back. Got the main board power, and that has a little clip on the back side, so you can see it hooks onto the back of here. That pops off. We're going to have to change all this, see if the power supply fits that I've got. And then we're going to get to this. Where's this one go? Can I see that? Can I see it, Captain? Anyway. Okay, so I undid all the screws for the panels. Undid all the USBs along here. It's only what's keeping it in because they're trapped down there, you see. So once you've done all that, I've got the board virtually free apart from the processor power, which is connected there, which I can just get to now. I wish you were to get the board out. Okay, so now you take off the other panel on the other back, and oh my word, there is some cabling going on here. Oh, look at this, what? So I'm going to get all that out because the power supply will not fit. So we'll be snipping a few cables here. Okay, so snipped a few tie backs. That'll free up a few cables which remove the top, which then gets me to the radiator and the coolant. Look at that, it's an actual, I've never done one. These only recently came out, they were so expensive, no, we couldn't afford one. So yeah, so I can take the radiator out and the heatsink. So I've took the switch panel off, which is the main panel at the top, which is the machine on, with all these wires. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, what are you doing? Well, they can be still used, because if we look at it and flip it over, I'll just show you. So you've got power off and on, so we'll retrace them back. You've got 2 standard USBs, 2 USB 3s, you've got audio ports, probably mic as well, micro SD, oh yeah, micro SD and standard SD card as well. So yeah, they might come in handy, so I'll put that to one side for now with the wires. We're getting there slowly. 4 screws on the back to remove the power supply, which we'll do now. A little tight squeeze, there we go. That's a fair bit of kit. I don't know if it's any good. It does work, but does it? That's the thing, we don't know what's wrong. Alright, and that's left us with the carcass at the moment. I'll show you that. 2 seconds. Oh, I'll put that somewhere safe. Right, so not too sure if the new board's going to fit or not. We're going to have to give it a go. So as you can see, the new board, well, the old board, I've got the faceplate for that. I don't even know if it'll fit. That's the thing. If you look underneath, you've got to get some of the pins to line up. That might down the bottom. So we're doing all right, but we've got to make sure that the pins that we line up underneath here, they line up with the board, because if you put one of these and it touches the board, it'll short it and just kill it. So you've got to make sure they're in the right place. So that's not a big job, but this panel has got to come out, otherwise it won't fit. Okay, so we'll end this one here because it's going to get quite long-winded. So I know I can fit the power supply in. I've got to modify this part here, take this out so it'll fit the board. I reckon we can do this. I reckon we can. Okay, so this is end of part 2. If you enjoyed the video of dismantling this beast, please give it a thumbs up and a like. That would be great. It helps the algorithms in YouTube and helps my channel. Thank you very much if you did watch it. All the best, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.